So that longer, a little bit longer wire is just not matching up correctly for this vehicle. And I'll show you where the oxygen sensor is at, right up in here. See right? Right down in there. Now I'm trying to get a new one, a new sensor right here, because like I said, I don't want to keep using that. Definitely throwing a code. It is not great sensor, I believe. It was more offline. Oh, then you have a little rough idle, I believe. Not bad though. Nothing crazy going on here at all. Simple fix. Honestly, very, very simple fix, you know. That is that front of that unit right there I put on there. That's it, very front of the vehicle. Right here, looks good. So, that looks pretty nice, huh? That's it. Right up in there, you see? All bolted in there nicely. Right there, exhaust system. Had to grab both of that exhaust on. Really, really nicely. Down in there, how about on there? That is where the lid pipe was at right here. Better view of it if I bust it between. Yeah, it was a little leak a while back, so I think we got that thing showed up nicely. We really do. All the way to the back. There we go. There. So, like I said, beautiful smoke coming out the back. Really, really nice. Yeah, but not doing that before with that old cat. It was clogged up shore. That is how you want to see it. Looking good. No leaks, which is really, really good. You just got to get that O2 sensor fixes all. That is pretty basic stuff. Like I said, it's a Toyota Corolla. LE model. And what year is this guy? It is 2012, so that probably could be what's wrong. Maybe it's a 13 oxygen sensor. I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I ordered one wrong, or just a hair off is all. And there we go. I'm gonna try to figure out that code right there too. I can't figure him out either. I'm gonna try to figure that out too. I'm gonna be back to do an update, but yeah, that is it. I did this catalytic converter, the whole exhaust. Placed both oxygen sensors about a week ago. I put that other oxygen sensor on. What happened was it was just a hair too long. And when I saw it, dropped my phone early and broke it. Oh man, I broke it again. Anyway, that is what's going on. When I did this repair, that front bank oxygen sensor was a little bit longer in length. I noticed that right away. And I said, this seems odd. So customer called me back after this entire exhaust. It looks really good with the exhaust repair, but guess what? We got a code for front bank oxygen sensor. So what I did on my Autel scan tool was this. Pretty interesting how this worked out. I'm getting 4 codes. Quick, P2195. There we go, and we're gonna go next. Check it out. Abnormal test results. Before we had to go for the P420. That makes perfect sense, right? What's going on? Want to exit? Yes, I do. That makes perfect sense. 100% perfectly. So if we go back all the way, escape all the way back out of there, and we go to trouble codes. And that's what we got. So definitely, how you had a tip. I thought it was it. And I was right, it was it. Let's see here. It may just need to be cleared, maybe. I'm going to try to give a hard erase. Turn the engine on and off to do the hard code erase. We'll try that, but you can see what's setting off all the traction control. So clearly that is not good. That is an issue. We'll shut the engine off real quick. And back on and do the hard erase. Go ahead and we'll clear. Right now. Go right up here. Engine on. Ignition off, which we are. Here we go. No, it's not good. So right here, it's not going to let me clear it. It just says right here, it's because it's permanent one, so it'll take some time to clear the codes is all, which is okay. It'll still clear all the history codes. Just got 1 code now. That's all. That's great. Anyway, we'll get right here. Control injection volume right here. Right here. And we'll do all data right here. And so it'll actually read everything for the airflow. That's for the airflow. Let me see. Yeah, it's for the air fuel sensor. Yep, that's the right one in the front. That's right here. Either way, you can actually turn it upside down. So operate with the engine speed 300 RPMs or less. Okay. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see right here if I can actually make it happen. Maybe I have to see if it's working and test it right now. We'll see. Anyway, engine light is off. It's not running bad at all. Everything is gone. That is actually really good. See right here. Let's see if we can actually move it up. There you can see it. Definitely, yeah. Definitely working when I turn it down and up. Kind of neat. Check it out. That's kind of cool. So, I mean, it is working. It's just the wrong sensor. I'm pretty certain it is. That's the target airflow ratio is 0.99. That is it right there. So, that's turning it down again. Not really that bad off, honestly. It really is not that bad off. So, cool. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Now we'll go back here. Let's go back to 0% right here. Go back to 0. So once it needs to be targeted at 0.99. It's a little bit high. Probably because it's the wrong sensor. You see that? It's a little high. A little bit high. Not bad. You can tell it's reading that is off. Just a little bit rich. Not bad at all. So, very odd, but overall, that's it. That's the problem. We'll escape out of here now. See if we triggered any DTCs at all. Let's go back here real quick and test one more thing. Go to special functions. Go to all readiness. And right here, get OK. The P2195, right? There we go. Type it on in again. P2195. P2195. Let's see what it's reading now. And see if it's clearing and test me good. Right here. And go to next. Incomplete. So it's not ready yet. That's all. All right. That's good. Go back all the way. Escape. Escape. Oh, escape. Yes. And escape. Yes. And escape. Yes. All right. Let's see here. Yes. Escape. Go ahead. Escape. 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 Auto scan. Do a full scan and a full clear. False scan everything again. The engine passed that time. Wow. Check it out. May just take some time to work. It could be a dookie sensor. Who knows? Everything else now passed that time. That's really interesting how that all passed. And it's off on here as well, which is kind of cool. I just cleared it all a second ago. That is interesting. It really is. Let's see what it says up here now again. Really kind of interesting how everything cleared. Yeah, that's it. So it did clear off of there. Amazing. Maybe it just took a while to, learn it, I'm assuming. Try it one more false scan and see if it comes back one more time. There it goes. It popped back that time. You see that? That's going to be the P2195. So she needs a front bank oxygen sensor. I'm going to show you where it's at. And yeah, the exhaust actually looks really, really, really good on this guy. Honestly, it really does. I mean, test work and give it some gas real quick. As you can see. And again, it broke it again. Anyway, I broke the back of it earlier. Real good, but it's cool for now. Still working. I ain't worried about that. I hate replacing phones. They suck. Anyway, so I did definitely check. Made sure the oxygen sensor was good and everything was fine, 100%. And so we're good to go there. Like I said, it's just when I did it, I noticed that oxygen sensor was a little bit longer. Sure enough, that doesn't work out too well. You have an oxygen sensor a little bit longer. I just noticed a mismatch right away. So I put the other one on anyway. If you go back to the other video, I'll be sure to tag it. You can see it was a hair longer. Went ahead and installed it anyway. Paying the price. That's how things go. We're not off bad. Like I said, it's not triggering right away, so I'm going to clear it. Maybe just needed time to relearn. I figured it might be the same, just aftermarket. But usually if a part doesn't match, that's a problem. And there we go. Because of it, we got that right there. That is good stuff. I'm going to do one more false scan. And we should just have that 1 engine code, I hope. Yep, which we do already again. We can shut the hood. That's all we got. And I didn't put it on too snug either. I figured I'd be coming back to redo it. And I definitely almost promised you that was the issue. It was a bad oxygen sensor. Not bad. It's just too long. Too long a wire. I'm going to make sure. I'm going to match the part numbers up and figure out what it was. But it was too long. So too long is not good. And like I said, to all the codes we got left now, one more scan. That's all we got. So here we go. All said, all done. Yeah. That's all we got. So looking good. Right now we had a permanent pending history before permanent pending history and the other one. I don't know the one. Permanent pending history and whatever that other one is on here. I can't remember right now. So it don't come out right away. It takes quite a while. So I'm gonna clear it. I'll have her call me when it comes back. The permanent pending history And current. That's what it is. Current. Permanent pending history and current was what I had on there. You'll see it at the front of the video. So either way, definitely running good. Exhausted, doing really well. And I think that's the problem. A little bit longer wire. Goes right down in there is where it goes. Right in there. You see, because it was a little bit longer, it kind of became the butt, but it ain't going. Sounding good, belt's doing good, everything else looks good. It's just got to get the other thing done. So, did the belt on here too. That's a lot of miles, right? That cat lasted that long. Amazing. That lasted that long for sure. Like I said, no codes now, but when they come on, all the ABS comes on. Right up in there is where that little leaky thing comes and causes problems as well. So anyway, none of that. That's all good. Everything else looks good there. We'll get up out of here. Voila, all done for today. I'm cold attack. Been a long couple days. Take a break, screw all this stuff. And that's a wrap, Jack. Cool. Put that back. They don't come off of there. That's all good, though. And we all set. So that's it. All done. Oh, out of here we go.